Okay. Had to make sure we was good. Had to make sure we was good. What's happening, T-Subs and Squad? So, as promised, I recorded Ready to Love Season 2, Episode 2. Welcome to the Resort. I just watched it. And now I finna give it to you. Y'all will get y'all sometime tomorrow because I got that recorded too. I'm only recording this video tonight. That's all y'all getting from me. And Real Hot Boys of Houston. I might get to y'all tomorrow. If not, it'll be on Monday. So, all of the men and women, there are 20 men, 20 women. They get to the resort and they all start to get to know each other. Tommy comes to let them know what to expect and how one lady and one guy will be going home by the end of this episode. So they starting it off already, child. Basically, they're here to mingle with each other, see if they can get some type of connections or whatever the case may be. It's a 10-week process. Each week, a guy and a girl is going to be eliminated until it's down to 3 couples. Once it gets down to 3 couples, then, you know, stuff gonna get real. And we will get down to when they get down to, because I didn't watch an episode of this on their first season, so I don't really know what to expect. So Dani says that Rasheed, came on a little too cocky for her, and she did not like that. First and foremost, I personally liked Dani. I felt like Dani was very beautiful. She's chocolate. She's strong. She's independent. She knows who she is. She knows what she's looking for, and she knows what she wants. So if somebody considers that aggressive, then hey, by all means, it just is what it is. But I'm liking everything Dani. And I loved that cream outfit that she had on. I lived for it. Rasheed. I really didn't get any cockiness from Rasheed. If anything, I just think he's corny as hell. But you know, he went to Alabama A&M, and we already know how they get down over there, home of the Bulldogs. So, you know, I guess Rasheed. I don't think you cocky, but I do think you corny as a cornfield. But we gonna move on. So, Naya and Chris getting to know each other. I liked Naya. I liked Chris too. Now, Chris, what I will say is you really need to put a shirt on. Like, you was just giving way too much too soon. Leave something to the imagination. Now, don't get me wrong. You don't look bad without a shirt on, but still, first impressions are everything, and you're an adult. And it's like, in real life, I just don't feel like you would have been around other people with no shirt on. But I get it. You know, we here to meet, you know, and outdo the other guys that are here. And what better way to do that than to show up, you know, pull up to the scene in the Uber with the ceiling missing and your shirt missing as well. So it is what it is. Simone asking the guys if they have passports. I'm going to get to Simone in a minute. I'm going to get to her in a minute. Adriana sees Rasheed, and she says that they knew each other before back in the day, but back then she ghosted him. And hopefully she's hoping that she can now get a second chance. You must be into the corn hustlers. And if you are, he is right up your alley, Adriana. Myself personally, I don't see you and Rasheed lasting for 2 seconds, let alone 2 years or 2 decades or however. But it is what it is. We'll see. So, Sam. I think Sam is a sweet person, and I believe that Sam is a good guy. And I really don't mean no harm, Sam, should you ever see this. I don't mean no harm. I swear I don't. But you got as much personalities as a blow pop. Like, just your conversation alone was just a snooze fest. There's no excitement in your voice. You don't look like you're happy to be there. While everybody else was mixing and mingling, you was just standing by yourself as if you was the last guy that never got picked to play kickball. And it was just sad to look at, to be honest with you, because you're a decent looking guy. You have something going on for yourself. And I just really want you to find your inner confidence. I felt like you came to the wrong place to try to look for love, because I swear you got the personality of a dial tone, and that just did not fly with none of the ladies that was there. And that's just as nicely as I could put that, Sam. Moving on. Denise talking about her abusive relationship. I know that was tough. I know that was heavy, especially when you're just first getting to know somebody. But that is something important to tell somebody. Like, listen, hey, I done had my share of ups and downs. I done had to deal with an Ikatina situation. I don't want that situation again. And I was just all here for her and her level of openness to be able to bring that out, because most people, that would be something that they probably would never know, or if he do know it, it damn sure wouldn't be on camera. So shout out to you, Denise, and shout out to you having enough courage to get up out of a bad situation. Ray having 5 kids and the oldest being 24. God damn, Ray. Now, Ray, don't get me wrong. I get it. You a musician. You was on tour with Genuine and Tank and all of them. And, you know, I get it. Being on the road, being around beautiful women, you know, you had slip-ups. But damn, nigga, 5 of them? I mean, I'm just saying. And then you the oldest one up there. I think you about, what, 53? Yeah. You know, but Ray has a really good head on his shoulders, and he knows exactly what he wants because he sees it. You understand me? He's not one of these newfangled 30, 40 somethings. He a whole 53 years old, and I believe he and the other guy that's a chef, I think he's around his, about to be close to his 50s if he ain't there already. I believe that they're going to have more of an advantage than the other young guys that are out there. So I'm here for Ray. Ray trying to talk to Simone, but Simone curves him. You know, Simone, for you to be an attorney, you are just completely ditzy. Like, you're just dull. Like, just dumb as hell. And I'm just going to say it. You just dumb as hell. Like, I know you trying to look like Tierra Marie, but girl, you got to have the mindset of her too? Like, I was completely baffled as to why you curved Ray. Because the conversation started off good. It started off what you do. I'm a musician. What you do. I'm a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Or an attorney, but whichever one you want to call it. And then you get into where you're a musician, so have you been a hoe? And he could have lied to you because he don't know you from a can of paint. But he didn't lie. He said, you know, yeah, I was on the road. I did my thing, yada, 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 yada. And so you said, well, what made you change? He says, well, you grow up. And then you go, oh, well, I'm about to go and get me some water. Yeah, it's right over there. Like, first of all, I'm going to come back to you, Simone, because I got some more left for your ass in the tank. Sam and Alex get to talking with each other, and he lets it be known that he is a sweet person, but she gets bored quickly. It seems like every conversation that he tried to have with these women, it all equaled up to a whole bunch of nothing. I mean, and it's just like, and I'm really not trying to give Sam much because I honestly feel like he's a really sweet person, but you need to do something about your personality. I'm gonna pray for you, Sam. But then again, it's somebody out here for everybody. So you might find somebody with a personality of a damn phone book, and since you got the personality of a dial tone, y'all will go right hand in hand with each other. Moving on. So while Ray and Adriana talk, Rasheed comes over to talk to her. I mean, I guess I could kind of see Adriana and Rasheed trying to hook something up. You know, they're already familiar with each other, kind of, sort of, because she ghosted his ass when she first met him, she ghosted his ass. So it's not like they don't have some type of familiarity to each other. But we'll just see how it goes. David goes and talks to Simone. Once again, it was another, well, what do you do? Oh, okay, do you got a passport? And this is my whole thing. Simone, you're so worried about niggas having a passport. But girl, what good is yours when you ain't got nobody else to go with you? Like, she just irked my nerve. Like, anyway, Tommy brings everybody together and announced the first guy and the first girl that will be going home. So between the guys, it was between Sam and Ray. And of course, Sam went home. Sorry, Sam, but you got to go. So when it came down to the women, it came down between Dani and Simone, and they chose Dani. Now, this is where I was like, foul, flag on the play. I got to intercept this. I'm not understanding why Dani went home instead of Simone. And a lot of the guys felt like Dani's personality fit more of a homegirl than it did with a girlfriend. But my whole thing is, some guys like that. Some guys like a girl that can hang out and just be one of the guys. I mean, I really didn't get that vibe from her. Like, she just seems like a really sweet, cool, friendly person. She goes with the flow no matter what the vibe is, no matter what the circle is, she can fit right in. You know what I mean? I loved her personality way better than I did that Tierra Marie body double named Simone. But it is what it is. Y'all, that's all I got. I ain't got no more to give you. Y'all drop down in the comments. Let's get the discussion popping. Ready to Love was actually really good. I wished I would have watched the last season like y'all kept telling me to do, but it's alright. I may not come when you want me, but I'm always right on time. So, I'm out of here. Bye.
What you're given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in the business.